Hi everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Hanukkah. It's Javier Ortiz. I'm not running for anything because I lost, but I gotta tell you, I did get 25% of the vote, and we'll get into the elections at a later time. Right now, what's important is you voting for Felix Del Rosario. Now, he hasn't asked for my endorsement. We haven't been in communication, but let me tell you, when I watched this last video from our current president of how all of a sudden he's going to go and be tough and put Major Garrido on notice. Hey, Tommy, why don't you put the chief on notice? He's the one that signs off on every piece of discipline. You won't do that because you're compromised from your incident in Tallahassee. It's a joke. And how you're looking at what you're going to do with that disciplinary review board when it comes to discipline. You had endorsed it. You said it was fine because I had spoken to the union attorney, Gene Gibbons, who said, you know, there was no harm, no foul. There was no issue with it. And now all of a sudden, hours before the election, you're going to do something. And by the way, the only cases that have ever been fought for when it comes to 112 was my case, which you had absolutely nothing to do with, and I won. So this whole thing of how you know that there's all this discipline, well, you've been silent all these months while you were relieved of duty and administratively reassigned, while you're waiting to get your little 20-hour suspension, while people are getting hundreds of hours of suspensions, people are being transferred for no reason. There's disparate treatment amongst minorities. And what have you done? Nothing. You decided to put out 2 weeks before a little climate survey, which anybody in the United States or really around the world can fill out. So you could be an ex-chief, you're somebody that has a gripe with a current chief, you could be a private citizen, it doesn't matter because anyone can fill it out. And then you can alter and edit and change the results. But what I know is, I'm sure that the majority of the people that have sent messages through that survey has been really negative. And that's why you've done absolutely nothing about it. That's why on the night of the actual election, you still haven't put out the results. You haven't even talked about it. You know why? Because you're compromised. So I'm asking every retiree, I'm asking every active, especially the actives that are working for the department, that are being dealt with in such a way that I've never seen it in my entire career with the Miami Police Department. I'm asking you to vote for Felix Del Rosario. Vote. It will just take a second. Let your friends know. It's extremely important. It's extremely important to put a stop to what is going on. Anyways, I'm not going to take any more of your time. Thank you for listening to my message. I hope you're all doing well. Be safe.